Hello everyone, I am Jugal. Today we are going to play some adventure game which is Jumanji, the impact of information technology, IT, on audit process. Before that, this game required more than one person to play. Can anyone please join me?
Hi Jugal, can we play together?
Oh hi, that's great. Okay, let's start the game. But, before we start, Najib, can you help me to brief the instruction about the objective and scope of work in computerized environment?
Okay Jugal, according to ISA 200, the objective of auditors is to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error, thereby enabling the auditor to express an opinion on whether the financial statements are prepared, in all material respects, in accordance with an applicable financial reporting framework. However, the objective of undertaking an IT audit is to evaluate an auditee computerized information system in order to ascertain whether the computerized information system produces timely, accurate, complete and reliable information outputs, as well as ensuring confidentiality, integrity, availability and reliability of data and adherence to relevant legal and regulatory requirements. Audit objectives will vary according to the nature or category of audit. Now let me proceed to scope of work of auditor. 1. Input controls. This is also referred to as programmed control because software, when well prepared, has inbuilt security systems or can be configured such that it will ensure that validity of entry data totals and document counts. 2. Processing controls. Processing controls ensure the accuracy, completeness and timeliness of data during either batch or online processing of data. 3. Output controls. Output controls ensure the accuracy, completeness and security of output. Data output controls ensure the integrity of output and the correct and timely distribution of any output produced. 4. Backup and data controls. Backup controls aim to maintain system and data integrity. Backup copy of a file is a duplicate copy kept separately from the main system and only used if the original fails.
How about the rule of this game? Is there any risk to play?
Oh, almost forgot about it. The rules of this game is assessing risk of information technology, IT, audit risk assessments and accounting and internal control systems. The auditors should make an assessment of inherent and control risks for material financial statement assertions. The inherent risk and control risk in a CIS environment may have both a pervasive effect and an account-specific effect on the likelihood of material misstatements, as follows. First, the risks may result from deficiencies in pervasive CIS activities such as program development and maintenance, systems software support, operations, physical CIS security, and control over access to special privilege utility program. Second, the risks may increase the potential for errors or fraudulent activities in specific applications, in specific databases or master files, or in specific processing activities. A potential material misstatement may be incurred because of 1. Less human involvement may allow mistakes to flow through the system undetected. 2. The uniformity of processing may pose a problem. 3. Unauthorized access leads to programs and records being improperly changed. Data may be lost or destructed as a result of a great amount of data being deleted or changed. I believe you all understand about the rule I explained before. Now, you can start to roll the dice, Ed.
Alright. Here I go. I got 7. And the cards show internal control in IT environment.
Let's move on to internal control in IT environment. Generally, there are two control groups for any IT system, known as general controls and application controls. General controls handle all aspects of IT functions, including the administration of IT function, hardware and software acquisition and maintenance, physical and security control over hardware, and the establishment of disaster recovery plan in the event of unexpected emergencies. Application controls deal with the control of usage of individual transactions specific to certain software application, for example, controls over the processing of sales or cash receipts. In general control, it comprises administration of IT function, physical access control, logical access control, and backup and contingency plan. In administration of IT function, it is meant to ensure proper administration of people and resources of the department. For example, the list of IT staff with their responsibilities, and organizational chart of IT department. Next is the physical access control, where it is to ensure proper control in place for physical access within IT department and its critical areas. One of the example is access to data center is restricted to authorized personnel only. Logical access control is to ensure a proper control in place for infrastructure, applications and data. As an example, using of password and user ID to access information on organization in the computer. Lastly is backup and contingency plan, where is to ensure that a proper backup and contingency plan is in place for unexpected emergencies such as fire, virus attack, power failure or natural disaster. For instance, a well-written business contingency and disaster recovery plans. In application controls, it is divided into 3 categories, which are the input control, where it is to check the integrity, reviewing the input screens to ensure they are designed to capture all relevant data required, can be one of the example of input control. Next is processing control, where it is to ensure proper control for data processing so that the process is complete, accurate and authorized. One of the example is to review system documentation to ensure key computations are fully documented. And the last category for application control is output control, which it is to ensure output results similar with input data. This is to be done, as it is to ensure computer output is not interrupted by, or shown to unauthorized users.
Are you done, Ed? Now, it's your turn, Nadab. Roll the dice.
Roll dice roll. Give me 12. Yes. I really got 12. Now, let's see the card. It is auditing through, or via computer-assisted audit techniques.
Auditing through or via computer techniques, which is computer-assisted audit techniques, aka CAAT. Under this computer techniques, we will cover about the nature and type of CAAT, the consideration in using CAAT, and auditing software that can be used. Nowadays many companies using CAAT, this because for the substantive tests and test of controls. It also to aid in the effective and efficient performance of an audit. And it also able the company to test application controls such as the completeness, the accuracy and validity. There are 6 types of CAAT, which is 1. Generalized audit software. 2. Custom audit software. 3. Test data. 4. Integrated test facility. 5. Parallel simulation. 6. Concurrent auditing technique. Generalized audit software or GAS. This is one of the most common tool in CAAT and is also one of tool for auditors used to obtain evidence directly on the quality of the records produced and maintained by application systems. It is an off-the-shelf package that can provide a means to gain access to and interrogate data maintained on computer storage media. GAS consists of a series of computer program routines that can read computer files, select desired information, perform repetitive calculations, and print reports in an auditor-specified format. Custom audit software, or CAS, is generally written by auditor for the specific audit test. It is also necessary when the entity computer system is non-compatible with the auditor GAS, or when the auditor wants to conduct some testing that may not be possible with the GAS. Test data. It used by the auditor to test the application control and to check data validation control. Test data have the ability which is 1. Can verify the correct functioning of a program. 2. Can ensure the computer responds correctly to deliberate error on data. 3. Can verify the computer-generated total balance and analysis. Integrated Test Facility, or ITF. It is an automated, ongoing technique that enables auditor to test an application logic and control during its normal operation. CAAT used fictitious data and processes it with the real data to test the computer system while client personnel are unaware of testing process. Parallel simulation, or PS. CAAT that uses client data and processes it on a duplicate program to test the computer system. Concurrent auditing techniques, or CAT. Advanced computer system may require the auditor use concurrent auditing techniques, which may be conducted by internal auditors. There are 3 concurrent auditing techniques, which is 1. Snapshot. 2. System control audit review. 3. Expert systems.
Good lad. You're finally acting like a man. Any last words?
Next, the consideration in the use of computer-assisted audited techniques. First, they must have computer knowledge, expertise and experience before use the computer-assisted audited techniques. Second, the availability of computer-assisted audited techniques and suitable computer facility. Third, impracticability of manual tests. And costs associated with using computer-assisted audited techniques, auditing software that can be used, which is 1. Audit command language, which is ACL. 2. Interactive data extraction and analysis, IDEA. Now I will explain about the example of auditing software that can be used in computer-assisted audited techniques. First, ACL, which is Audit Command Language. It helps the auditor remains current with changing technology. Its primary usefulness lies in its ability to perform analysis and audit tests on 100% of the data rather than merely sampling the data. Second, IDEA, which is the interactive data extraction and analysis. It means a leading e-audit data analytics software package. It also provides audit, finance and compliance professionals in industry and practice with an efficient and effective solution for high-performance audit. And IDEA is also used by tax authorities throughout the world to interrogate taxpayer transaction and system data.
It's took you long time to explain that. Never mind, Nadab. Gary, can you continue the last part in e-commerce and its impact on audits?
E-commerce is an electronic system which, using internet and other computer networks, it connect the business to business and business to customer. Threat of e-commerce is virus infection, hacking, cybercrime, failure of the system and infrastructure. While the protection is firewall, antivirus, encryption technique, other protection company data and systems application. The impact of e-commerce is knowledge of security exposure and control measure which required auditor to test the effectiveness and efficiency of information security and disclosure to be made if there is weakness detected in the security system. Skill and experience in handling e-commerce security issue which required the auditor to have better skills and knowledge of the latest development in its control procedure. Question on loss of transaction integrity. Since there is no physical documentation, an auditor should test the level of risk exist in system by test the security control is function as same as stated in the IT policy and procedure. Audit on e-commerce is to test the effectiveness of the infrastructure and security measure of an e-commerce. To test the compliance of e-commerce with policies of business operation. To confirm the readiness of IT function in the event of major failure in e-commerce. To identify the detection risk that may affect the current infrastructure of an e-commerce model.
I think that's all our adventure for today. We will continue it later. That's all from us and thank you for your attentions.